and gentlemen, welcome on back. Welcome on in to another fantastic episode of Bar Talk. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Whenever it is that you are listening to this, I hope you're having the best day ever. And guys, if it's not going the way you want it to go, you go and turn it around right now. Do something that's going to make this day the best day possible, okay? Okay, guys, we are at episode 89. What? Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for always listening. Seriously, it means the world to me and I really appreciate it. We took a little break last week. I kind of just realized that I had been on an aggressive all gas, no brakes since the beginning of the year, and finally was like, I need a day. I need a little week. So took a little break, little time to recoup and get things figured out. So thank you again. And I'm hoping you guys are excited for this episode. Before we get into it though, I just want to say thank you to everyone who took part in the polar plunge. If you were a part of Team Tang, if you weren't a part of Team Tang, if you jumped, if you donated in any way, shape or form, seriously, thank you so much. I went under. I made a promise this year. I said I was going to go under and I went fully under. And let's just say that when I fell back like the crucifix, I felt like I got rebaptized. And oh my God, was it so cold? And it's always cold, don't get me wrong, but like it's never cold like the minute your foot hits the water. And I kept running out. I was like, oh my God, I'm almost there. And I wasn't there. And it was just like, it was insane, but it was so much fun. It was a great day. And I will say this, I cannot wait till next year. I'm already counting down the days. So if you are someone that wants to join, if you've thought about taking the plunge, seriously, do it. I got one of my best friends to do it. And she was like, Jenna, I'm hooked. I'm like, yes. I'm like, I can't believe I got you to do this, but I did. I'm so excited. So guys, seriously, this event is life-changing and it is one that you will do for as long as you can. It's one that I know I'm going to do for as long as I am capable of. So knock on wood, that's a very long time. Okay, so guys, today's show is solo, just me, and you're going to hear about a recent event that helped me realize my value and worth and how anger can be a great teacher. Yeah, right. Ooh, who gets angry? I know I do. I don't like to bring her out, but we're going to talk about her in a little bit. Hopefully, there's a piece from the story that you guys can take in your day to day life. And as always, if it helps, share it with someone you know. Okay, so before we go ahead and dive on in to this conversation, I have 3 things for you. Number 1, guys, that's if you're watching this, I have a Band-Aid on. Total sidebar, guys. I sliced the shit out of my finger the other day, cutting an avocado. And for all of you people that are like, don't you know how to properly cut an avocado? Yes, I do. I've been cutting avocados for a decade now. I know how to do it perfectly. Okay. And I do it really slow. And the pit was stuck and it was very bad. There was blood everywhere. I was very unwell. It's healing very nicely though. Okay. The Band-Aid's done. Okay. Anyways, let me go back. So I have 3 things for you. Number 1, guys, welcome on in to Bar Talk. If this is your first time, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys stay. I hope you can, go back in the, catalog and re-listen or rewatch or whatever you want to do. If you're a returning customer of mine, a frequent flyer, guys, welcome on back. I love having you here. I love conversating with you. It means more to me than you know. I would really appreciate it, guys, if you could follow us along. It is at Bar Talk with Jenna across the board. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Seriously, I'm going to try to grow my YouTube following. So if you can go and hit that subscribe button on YouTube, that would mean the world to me. I am in the very early phases right now of creating some more video content for you guys. I love video. I like creating video content. So be on the lookout for that. Again, very, very early stages. So I don't even have a timeline on it yet because we're still kind of at the drawing board, but like totally be on the lookout for it. I would love that. As always, if you are someone who listens to the podcast, subscribe. However you subscribe, okay? Leave a review, leave a little rating, take 30 seconds out of your day and write something nice, guys. Seriously, you have no idea how much it means to me. It helps the algorithm with people finding the podcast. And we are growing, and I want more people to come to the bar. Share it with your friends if you want to be like super aggressive. Like, I'm a very aggressive person sometimes, and I'll just take people's phones and I'll just, subscribe for them, except for the one guy who comes into the bar who had a flip phone. And when he gave me his phone, I was like, this is a dinosaur. Dinosa. You are a dinosaur. Seriously. But I mean, it works, but yeah, we couldn't do that. Okay. Anyways, number 2, stay until stay till the very end. I'll say, because there's no conversation. It's just me. Stay till the very end of the episode for a segment I like to call "Here's a Tip for Ya." This whole episode, I think, is a tip for you, but the ending, I think, is going to be really great. And then number 3, guys, it is the one thing I always have in my house. It's a candle. I love it. They're burning. I got 3 of them burning right now. And guys, the only candle I trust to have burning is by LYW. LYW standing for Light Your Way Candles. Okay. It is a reminder that on this journey in life, sometimes, shit can get a little dark. But that candle is that light, is the reminder to keep going. Okay. So, guys, head on over to their Instagram page. It is at LYW Candles, or their website, lywcandles.com. Use code BARTALK20. You're going to get 20% off at checkout. Okay. And, guys, I'm telling you, there's genuinely not one candle I dislike. It's the opposite. I like them all. I have a very hard time picking which one to burn because I want all of them burning. But, like, you can't do that. You can't, like, mix scents like that. This is just fucking weird, So, right now, I still have the Sundays burning, which I'm obsessed with. I can't wait to start the reset. It's lavender, it's chamomile. Oh my God, talk dirty to me. Yes, queen. Seriously, it's so good. It's so good. So head on over there, guys, and you are going to enjoy it so much. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's dive in. I guess I should explain to you guys why I want to share this with you, because if I'm being honest, it's still a little fresh. But if there's one thing I do a really good job at, it's when I go through something, now that I have the tools and I know how to process something, I don't want to say I process it in hyperdrive, but I automatically know the outcome that I want to get to. So I feel like I kind of went through it, and I really just think, I went back and forth of like, should I share this? Should I not share this? Is this unprofessional? Is this like, I'll be honest, I don't know, but my heart's telling me that like this is the topic this week. And my heart's telling me that this is something that other people might not know how to talk about and might be struggling with. So I'm hoping that it helps you. So let me go ahead and kind of explain how we got here. Um, I have been applying for jobs. Okay. So obviously the goal is for Bar Talk to like either get picked up by a company for, it to start gaining some financial revenue coming in. But obviously that's road. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought, which I'm fine with. Good things take time to grow, and I'm okay with that. So while I've been growing Bar Talk, I have also been applying for jobs. So a friend of mine sent me a job description. And when I read the job description, I literally was like, oh my God, that's me. It was a TV hosting job. And to be honest, this wasn't a job I would have applied for because it was in LA. But I thought, you know what? I'll fly. If I got to fly back and forth every week, I'll fly back and forth. Like, I don't care. But this job is me. It is so perfect. And we're going to make this happen. Right. So I applied for the job about maybe a month ago, a little over a month ago. So I'd been emailing back and forth with a person who had posted the job. She finally gave me the head contact's information, probably because I was berating her so much. And I emailed him and was like, I'm very interested in the job. I think I'd be a great candidate for it. Seriously, I read the job description. I've never read something that described me more in my life. Here are some of the video clips that I've done. I brought them to Bar Talk's Instagram page. And I think if you look at my stuff, you'll see that I'd be a great candidate for this job. So I send that last Wednesday. I wake up and it says, can you jump on a Zoom call today? I'm like, absolutely. Jump on a Zoom call. And basically it didn't even feel like a job interview. It felt more like a business meeting where I was like, okay, I think I got the job. Like it wasn't even, there was no like talking about me and whatnot, but without giving too much detail, there would have been a way for me to do the job here, which I was like, holy crap, like that's incredible, like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I get off the call. I basically got the job, and I called the person who told me about the job, and I was like, I think I got the job. And she's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, you need to celebrate. And I was like, I want to celebrate, but I'm not celebrating until, you know, I like shit signed on the dotted line. Like, I need to know how much I'm getting paid, what are the benefits, my salary, insurance. Like, I need to know all of that. So I'm not sharing anything until that. I also feel, and I think this is an etiquette thing. You don't really discuss a number in your first interview. So I was gonna wait a day to like follow up just because there was so much like momentum going on back and forth. So I email this person the next day and say, like, will HR be reaching out to me in terms of like my salary and my benefits, or who should I contact in regards to, signing a contract? And and the email back said, thank you so much for bringing this up. Unfortunately, at this time, we can't pay you. So my first thought was, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me, man? Like what? What? Like, come on. So I, and then in the as the email went on, it said, we can eventually, maybe one day down the line pay you, but as of right now, we can't. So in a very in the bar talk way of saying that, it means I'm not going to pay you, and I'm going to take advantage of you and have you work 60 hours a week for nothing. No. So I had an incident like this happen to me 6 years ago. It was very early in my career. So I was at a much different place in my life where I didn't mind working for free because the exposure was huge, right? But when you work for free, um, at the end of the day, guys, like, you just feel like you're being taken advantage of. It's that simple. So then my second thought was, after I had then reached out to the person and told her about this, I was like, okay, the universe just means that there's something better out there for me, right? Like, as much as I wanted this, um, there's something better, and I'm not taking it. Like it was that simple, where we did the list of pros and cons, but like my gut initially was like, you're not doing it. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing it. Like, it's really that simple. So guys, it literally went from Wednesday night, I sent the email. Thursday morning, I wake up, I have a Zoom call, I get the job, to Friday, I'm not getting paid and I'm not taking the job. So quite a roller coaster of emotions. So when it came to Friday, I was sad. Like, I was just really sad, and really just like, I was devastated. I was so devastated. And the one thing I said to myself, and I've been doing this now, is I'm like, Jenna, you need to let yourself feel this. Like, if you need to cry, cry. Like, and I think the other thing too, and this was the other emotion that was coming up, of like, I feel like the journey never ends, right? But like, the last 2 years, guys, have been really hard. Like, they have, like, no, just like full transparency. And it's not even that I'm, sitting on my couch waiting for something miraculous to happen. Like, I'm doing the work. Like, someone throw me a bone, like, I kind of am like, I don't, what else can I do? So I know the universe and God has something even better planned for me, and I'm still really sad. That's the truth, guys. And if you remember my tip from last week, it's not but, it's and. I know the universe has something planned for me, and I'm really sad. It's not but I'm really sad. It's and I'm really sad. You can have, it's both. So my best friend is like, why don't you come to the bar? Let's hang out. So I get to the bar, and at this point, I'm just like, I don't like crying in public settings because it's not pretty. I'm not a pretty crier. And I also don't like when everyone comes up to me like, what's wrong with you? And I'm still processing it. So I kind of am weird about letting other people in while I'm processing something. So we go to the bathroom, and it's me and my me and my best friend, and I just explode. Like, I just let it all out. And she's letting me speak, which is what I needed. I needed someone to just let me cry and to get it out and to it not be pretty. And she looked at me and she goes, Jen, I know you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say here, but this is what you would say to me. What's the lesson that you need to learn from this? She said, do you want to learn it now? Or do you want to learn it in 20 years? Because it's going to keep coming up. So either learn it now and move past it and upgrade to the next level, or you're just going to keep learning it in different areas. And, I say that like you can't move forward until you learn the lesson. Like, you have to learn the lesson in order to move forward. Like you just have to. And I said to my best friend without hesitation, the lesson is understanding my value and my worth. And she looks at me and she goes, yeah, it is. It is, Jen. So now it's the next day. And I'm not sad anymore. I'm fucking angry. The anger inside of me, I call her my red. Okay. And this is what I've learned about my anger. Honestly, as of kind of recent, my anger comes out when it sees that other people are taking advantage of the beautiful parts that I have. Okay. So guys, I am an extremely caring, compassionate, empathetic, giving, kind-hearted, open-minded human being. I have all of these wonderful, I like to call them like my feminine qualities to me that make me me. And my anger, which is more of the like masculine side of me, understands that to some it can be viewed as a weakness. These are not weaknesses though. These are my superpowers, and these superpowers need to be protected. Okay. So my red, my anger, my inner warrior that lives inside of me appears when I know that these amazing qualities of mine are being taken advantage of. And that's what I realized was, oh, and so here was the weird part. Normally when I get angry in the past, I would wash over it really fast. And this time I'm like, oh no, we're going to sit in it. We're going to sit in this anger because I want you to feel this. I want you to feel this. Like I sat in my sadness, I'm going to sit in my anger now. So now back to me being angry, sitting in my anger. I can see that my anger is here because I'm being taken advantage of, okay? And I'm sitting in it and I'm reminding myself of my value in what it is that I bring to the table. That's what that anger helped me discover. I said to myself, Jenna, you're going to fucking learn this lesson now so you can upgrade and grow. The lesson is knowing your value and your worth. It's knowing that I bring so fucking much to the table. And because I know that, I'm not settling for anything less. So how do you say that positively? The positive way of saying this is I will only allow the greatest of value to sit at my table. Ooh, I want every single one of you to say that out loud 3 times, okay? I will only allow the greatest of value to sit at my table. I will only allow the greatest of value to sit at my table. And then you say it softly the 3rd time. I will only allow the greatest of value to sit at my table. So, I realized this. And it was a roller coaster of emotions this past weekend of like feeling highs and lows and everything. So here are 3 things that I would like you guys to do that I think could help in your value and your worth, because I think this was something that I never knew this about me. Like I think for the longest time I was always okay with just taking what was given to me and being like grateful for what was given to me, right? Because I didn't want to ruffle feathers. I didn't want to cause a commotion. But now where I'm at, and this again, this is it's a never ending journey of understanding who you are and what you bring to the table. So be kind to yourself in figuring this out, right? So I'm going to give you 3 things that I think could help. I think these are great starting points, right? And then you can kind of go from there. Okay. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is write down the best thing about you, or best qualities about you. Okay. And if this is like, maybe say this is hard for you, of like, I'm not someone who can like easily give myself compliments because that's just weird and I don't know how to do that. And I was once at that point in my life too. So you're not weird in saying that or feeling that. If this is hard, ask someone that you know, someone that you trust, hey, I'm kind of doing this thing right now. I could really use your help. What do you think are some of the best things about me? And what's going to happen is they're going to get the ball rolling for you. And it's probably going to feel really overwhelming at first because you're going to be like, oh my God, like this is a lot. Like, I can't believe you're saying this about me, because it is a lot. But like, you have gifts, like you are an incredible human being, and I want you to remember that, like, you have things that only you can do, that you bring to the people in your life, and they need that from you. Okay, so I would say that would be the first thing. Okay, so number 1, write down what are the best qualities about you. Okay, and keep that somewhere where you can see it if you need a little daily reminder of that. Okay, number 2, um this is kind of a two-parter. So it's, what is it that you want to become / daily affirmations. Okay. So if you guys listened to my episode a while back with Livy, it was called How to Be a Bad Motherfucker. She talked about it. Daily affirmations, guys, are essential, super essential. Okay. So my daily affirmations that I have down, I don't have them, but I know them off the top of my head. So I have, and you can change it up. So maybe you want to have maybe like 5 daily affirmations for a month. And then after you feel like you're good with those, then you go to the next month, then you upgrade them. So mine are, I don't want to share all of them because like they're personal to me and I want to keep them to myself, but just maybe some to get you going. Like, I say, actually, let me go get them. Hold on. Okay, so I have my affirmations. Okay, so I'm not going to say all of them to you because some of these are meant for only me. And again, you don't have to share these with people. These can be for you, but I want to give you a few that maybe can get you going. Okay, so some of mine are: I am living in abundance. I am happy. I am successful. I am loved. I am love. I am a magnet for goodness. I am safe. I am well. I am blessed. I am connected to spirit. I am open. These are a few. And yours can be whatever is best for you. Maybe it's and your daily affirmations don't have to be like the phrase I am. I like the phrase I am because it helps me remind me of my power, my value, my worth. Maybe yours are going to be manifesting that job that you want. So maybe it's going to be you know God, I'm trying to think on the spot right now. This is hard. Like, I am like the right opportunity will be presented to me. That's a good one. Something like that, something along the lines to help you understand what it is that you are. And guys, like, maybe you need to remind yourself of like how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. Like, I am, I am worthy. I am one of a kind. I am unique. I am incredible. In Livy said this best. Like, you're gonna feel a little delusional at first doing this. Don't get me wrong. When I first did it, I was like, I don't know if I could do this. Like, this is weird. But like, I look in the mirror, I look in my mirror, and I say them to me every day. Okay, every single day. And yes, it's going to sound weird in the beginning. Believe me. Like, you're going to feel like a giraffe on skates. You're gonna feel weird. But I promise you guys, like, keep it going, get it going. You're going to thank yourself. Okay, now. Number 3, okay? This is going to be a hard one because only you can do this one. When you set the bar for your worth, keep it there. Okay? And then this is what's going to happen, guys. God, the universe, is going to test you with a lot of like low-hanging fruit. a lot of almost, a lot of like, I know you wanted that, but how about this? Okay. Kind of like this job I thought I wanted. This job gave me almost everything I wanted. And I could have said yes, but I would have never have learned the lesson. And I never would have gotten it, because here's the thing is, because I totally have an undeniable belief and faith in the universe, I know there is something better than this job that was presented to me out there. I know that. And that's what's going to happen for you guys. Okay. When you set the bar for your worth, for your value, for what you bring to the table, you need to keep that bar there. Don't lower her or him. However you refer to the bar, keep it up high. Keep that bar up high. Okay. And, remember, actually, this is kind of funny. I can't believe I wrote this down. For the almost that come by, pull a little Ariana Grande, say thank you next. Okay? Like, seriously, thank you next. Oh, guys, understanding your value and your worth is an always evolving journey. Some days will be easier than others, and always remember what it is that you bring to the table. So, guys, I said I had a tip for you, and here's the tip. Remember what it is that you bring to the table. When you understand your value and your worth and what it is you bring to the table for others, don't let anyone come to the table who isn't bringing something just as great. Don't lower your bar for others. Keep that bar nice and high. Okay, guys, that's my tip for you this week. So a little bit of a shorter episode today. I like kind of testing around with some of the longer form episodes and shorter form. So if you're someone who like enjoys these like shorter, quicker episodes, guys, like please let me know, just because it's great feedback for me in terms of like, do we want to keep doing stuff like this? So thank you guys for listening. And if you think that this is, something that could be helpful for a friend, maybe you don't know it, but maybe you just need to share it, and maybe they need to hear it without realizing it. Because sometimes, here's the thing, I'm not someone who really like opens up to a lot of people, but I've been amazed at how many things have popped up in my life recently that I'm like, God, thank you so much for sharing this. Like, I needed to hear it. I needed this. So thank you. Okay. Look out for next week's episode. It's going to be a good one. I'm really excited about it. But I do want to say this for anyone who, because I talked about anger. From anger leads to power, but you have to decide if your anger will lead to power or not. All right. Guys, thank you so much for listening on in. And remember to take the time today to realize that we have way more in common with each other than we have different. I'll see you next week. Take care.
Hey everybody, it's closing time. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.